Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen again at MikeColleen.com. Let's see what's going on here. We've got a couple quick things. Number one, I want to say Happy Valentine's. It is Valentine's Day right now, and it is a beautiful day. I'm in Northern California, just north of San Francisco, about 10 minutes. Originally, I'm from Napa. I don't think I ever told anyone that. I'm from Napa, born and raised, and all that good stuff. Let's see here. All right, here's an offer I'm going to make. I want to do it just for today, but I might extend it a little bit. I want to lower my price of my book just for Valentine's. That's it. I might do a 72-hour sale or something, but that's it. Normally it's $60 with an hour, but then I dropped the price down to $25. Okay. What I'm going to do today and today only, maybe tomorrow, but I don't know about that. Depends on how quick I can get the PayPal link up. I'm going to drop it down to $12. Let's say $11.99. Okay, it may end up being $12, but let's say $11.99. Absolute rock bottom price. Get it now. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to send me an email, because then I can send you the PayPal thing. I'm going to try to put it in the what's it called right below there, the button you push, and it gives you the information, the subject, description section. I don't know if it works in there, but I'm going to try it. Okay. But again, I'm only going to do it for a very short period of time. Now, let's see. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, this is what the video is about, and I'm going to give you one more piece. All right. I'm going to ask you a question. What's the number one day that the most people break up in a year? What's the number one day out of the 365 days a year that most people break up, get divorced, or file, maybe say they're going to get divorced? I'm sure they don't file on that day, but what day is it? Okay, I'll give you about 5 seconds. All right, did you write it down? Did you think about it? All right. Believe it or not, but the most breakups happen the day after Valentine's. Here's my theory on it. I have no answers. I actually found this on, it was about 2 or 3, 4 years ago. It was a while ago. On, I believe it was Shine, which is Yahoo's relationship blog. Okay. Apparently, statistically, the most people break up the day after Valentine's. Okay. I think it's because women are pretty pissed off, saying, I gave you one last chance, Valentine's. You blew that. You didn't. You're not. I'm just going to say, you know what my whole course is about? About what I keep saying to guys. It's mental stimulation, emotional fulfillment. Now, guys, I know you're like, what's that? What do you mean? Her brain is actually neurologically wired in a very specific way that leads to romance and then sex, or I should say love and then sex. And if you understand how to speak this language and how to use it with the patterns, all of a sudden women will open up to you and they will believe that you love them. Okay, so buying them flowers, roses, candy, chocolates, it's nice. But it's just like taking her out to dinner. It's just the setting for you to do something that she's been waiting for a long. And women do. They're like, oh, he'll get it. And I hear women say, oh, my husband's learning. He's getting it. And I'm like, okay, well, here's my card just in case. Because men, we're not wired that way, okay? So the answer to the question, as I've said already, is the day after Valentine's is the number one day. Because they're fed up. They're like, I'm not getting what I want. And guys like, but I bought you a car. I bought you a diamond ring. I bought you chocolates. I bought you long stem roses. And she's like, what does that have to do with love? Trust me, there's something deeper. All right. I was working with, or should say talking with a client. He called me up. He didn't understand something. Someone I've known for about a year. And when he understood, he goes, you know what I realized about your course? I'm like, what? He goes, you teach what's going on behind. Like, why does this work? Why does this model or communication technique, why does it work versus just blindly giving it to us? I'm like, yeah. I go, my whole goal is to help you to understand what's going on behind the scenes. Now, another thing I want to share with you, which I shared with him, is people are like, okay, what's the difference between your course and other courses? Well, the main difference is I'm focused on the entire brain, left, right, and also the lower reptilian brain, because that's where our mating system is, and that has a powerful effect not only on our emotions, but also on our sexual urges and the need to bond when it's, especially with women, that when it's time to mate. She's got a very cyclical hormonal cycle. And when it's time to mate, man, she gets triggered and she starts looking for a mate. And her mating system is looking for a certain type of guy, and it's different for every woman. And when you're in her crosshairs, when she targets you, it's over. Because the female body, here's an interesting fact. I'm surprised I haven't said this yet. It gives off pheromones. Now, a lot of guys, yeah, pheromones, whatever. Now, here's what you don't know, guys. It makes you addicted like a crack addict. They are 10 times more addictive than cocaine. Now, I learned this on the Science Channel, okay? They're talking about, what the cave woman had to do to keep the caveman around, because when she got pregnant, she couldn't hunt for herself. When she had a baby in her arms, she couldn't just leave the baby and go hunting. So for about a year and a half, or actually about 2 to 3 years, she needed him there to hunt, to protect, to provide, and do all that stuff. So not only did she develop a right brain way of manipulating the male brain, okay, which is very powerful, which, guys, this is what I'm teaching you how to do in the course. Because not only does it give you more social power, it triggers her mating system, goes, oh, that's the right male, because that's the guy that understands this whole right brain world of how to influence people to get what you want. This course is going to surprise you. Now, here's another thing. Her body, from the top of her head, the back, under here, her armpits, and her groin, gives off pheromones when she's ready to breed. When she's, I hate using that word, but when she's ready to mate and create a baby, okay? So when she finds the right mate, she begins exuding all of this. Now, you got to understand, you are addicted like a crack addict, okay? And a lot of women, okay, they say, well, Michael, why do men just want to have sex and then run? Because unconsciously, their system's saying, if I stay in bed with her and keep breathing in these pheromones, because, guys, it makes you feel good. You're just like, wow, I love you. And you're just so happy. Wow, I love you. I'll do anything for you. And that's what the pheromones do. They make you like her slave, her obedient slave. So, ladies, what his system is saying, you need to get the hell out of here because you're going to get addicted, right? So, ladies, I'm going to give you a little secret. You want a man, you want to keep a man around, have sex with him as much as possible. But here's the challenge, though. A lot of say, well, that doesn't always work. You're right. It really only works when you're ready to mate and you're giving off the pheromones. So you're right. When you're ready, you know what? When you're ready to mate, it works, okay? There's another section. I might make another video after this. So that's pretty much it. I thought that was an interesting scientific fact. And there's a lot more of what's going on between men and women. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. You can buy my book on that page. By the way, it's Mike Colleen, which is KOLLIN.com. Here's what I'm going to do. I forgot. I have to go to PayPal still and see how I'm going to do this. It might take a whole day or half a day to do it. Send me an email to instantconnections@yahoo.com, and I'll send you the link for $12, okay? Or if it works, $11.99. I don't care. Instant Connections with an S on it at yahoo.com. Instant Connections at yahoo.com. And remember, you can buy my book right now for $25 at crackthefemalecode.com. But if you're willing to, send me an email and wait a little bit, I'll get it to you. Or I'm going to try to put in the description, hopefully before the end of the day. But I've got some stuff I have to do right now. If it's still there and it's still at that same price, buy it. I think that's it for now. I'll talk to you soon.